have you ever wondered how photosynthesis works?
Me too. That's exactly why I want to talk with you about how photosynthesis works and how energy transformations works with photosynthesis.
Now, your first question might be, what even is photosynthesis? Well, photosynthesis is the process by which plants, algae, and even some bacteria use solar energy to make chemical energy.
We see examples of photosynthesis around us every day in our lives, in the trees, the grass, every plant around us. But how exactly does photosynthesis work?
Photosynthesis kicks off when a plant takes CO2, or carbon dioxide, from the air and H2O, or water, from the soil. The H2O oxidizes, meaning it loses electrons, and the CO2 reduces, meaning it gains electrons. The H2O becomes O2, and the CO2 becomes glucose. Through this process, it has an amazing impact on the environment, helping it take the CO2 out of the air to produce oxygen instead. This fact is amazing for us mammals, since without plants, we wouldn't be breathing at all.
Let me introduce you to Bob, the chloroplast. He stores the energy of sunlight. Bob has this cool thing called thylakoid membranes. These thylakoid membranes contain chlorophyll, which are the light-absorbing pigment that give plants their green color. The chlorophyll can give plants their green color through absorbing red and blue light, which they use to produce green light, which makes the plants seem green in our eyes. Now, there are two super important parts of photosynthesis. There's stage 1, light-dependent reactions. Light-dependent reactions happen in the thylakoid membranes and require a steady stream of sunlight, hence the name light-dependent. So the chlorophyll can absorb the light energy to make ATP and NADPH molecules. Stage 2 is the light-independent reactions. Light-independent reactions, or the Calvin cycle, take place in the stroma, the space between the thylakoid membranes and the chloroplast. It doesn't require light, hence the name, and during which ATD and NADPH molecules turn into carbohydrate molecules, like glucose from CO2.
Bella, the biology pal.
Bam. No more energy.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm working with an energy transformation, obviously.
It's an energy transformation.
You don't know what an energy transformation is? That's okay. Here, let me tell you. So an energy transformation is the process by which one energy changes to another. Like in this fan here, it changes from electrical energy to mechanical energy. Exactly. Yeah, you get it.
Bella, the biology pal.
Now we know there are energy transformations in fans, but what about in photosynthesis? Like mentioned previously, the energy transformation from solar energy to chemical energy in photosynthesis works through the chlorophyll absorbing light energy, which is eventually used to turn CO2 and H2O into glucose and oxygen. This glucose is considered to be the chemical energy which the plant uses to survive. Despite what some may think, while the sun is a very important part of most plants' photosynthesis, it doesn't always have to be the source of their solar energy. They can also use artificial lights. While all of this is true, the sun is still a super important part of photosynthesis, since it's the most common and the most effective source of energy for plants.
In conclusion, photosynthesis is the process where plants turn solar energy into chemical energy. This is called an energy transformation, like when fans turn electrical energy into mechanical energy.
With that brings us to the end of our adventure together through photosynthesis and energy transformations. I must say I'm sad to see you go, but I'm happy you stayed and watched the whole video. Thanks for watching, and I hope we can learn together again. Jabam! A few honorable mentions before the video actually ends. I'd like to thank my sister for being a little voice actor for me, Bill Nye, the science guy, for being a huge inspiration, and then honorable mention to C3 and C4 photosynthesis, which do exist, but I did not cover in this video.
A huge thank you to my sources, the National Library of Medicine as well as National Geographics. The links for those pages are on screen right now if you'd like to go check them out for yourself.
That's all, folks.